Let's say you are a European, just an average European with a normal life, nothing special. And at one point in this normal life of yours, someone puts you in an awkward position. They try to make you feel ashamed by attacking your identity. It may be something as simple as calling you a colonizer, repeating wrong historical events that make your country look more violent than it actually was, or just disapprove of your culture. After that, their actions made you feel a little awkward and have driven your mind to think of your nation's past in a negative way, making your country seem evil. Such a scenario is not very rare. Indeed, probably every European watching this video has found itself in this situation. That's why I'm here to tell you that you have nothing to be ashamed of. Matter of fact, you should feel very grateful for who you are and what your identity is. No matter if you're German, English, French, Spanish, or American, you have nothing to be ashamed of. Indeed, it's important to remember what to be grateful for when navigating this chaotic world. You have a lot of historical reasons to be grateful for who you are, for who your ancestors were, and for your country's past actions. If history were to be a football team, then the continent of Europe would be the captain and America next in line. Because at every point we were the center of action, innovation, industries, and arts were all driven by Europeans, making technology and the modern world what it is today. We created the Industrial Revolution, raising the standard of living and giving a new meaning to life. Before the Industrial Revolution, the ability to become rich and rise up in society was extremely limited. The circumstances of your birth were very likely going to be the same at your death and the same for your children. But after the Industrial Revolution, the idea of starting a business and becoming rich was all of the sudden possible. It was hard, it was very hard, but still possible. Finally, you had the opportunity to rise and give your kids a life of prosperity. So, do not believe the haters. Our achievements are incredible. To show the absolute dominance that we had in the world, this is a map of our sphere of control. As you can see, only three countries in orange, that being Japan, Korea, and Thailand, have kept their independence from Europeans. And no rational human being would say that Europe was not dominating the world until quite recently. It's very important to recognize that until the modern era, the notion of conquest was not seen as a negative, but rather a positive. Even today, we learn in school about Alexander the Great conquests, and we never think, how dare he be so great? He must be evil. Of course not. We see it as a great achievement and show of bravery. That's how we need to look at Europe as well, a great achievement never done before. In response to our history, different political factions have created false narratives in order to use the emotions of guilt and shame to control the population and then constantly attack Western values that don't fit in their extreme ideologies. These attacks have been carried out mostly by the left, however recently some on the American right have been guilty of this as well. And unfortunately, while these elements seem to lose ground in Europe, they are still continuing strong in America. But even with this assault on our identity, the glory of our past is overall moral and certainly eternal. It would be a bigger shame not to celebrate and be grateful for the accomplishments that came before us. And unfortunately for our enemies, there is nothing they can do to change that. So I hope you leave this video with a better feeling about yourself. Be happy and confident in who you are. You deserve it.